I want to finish with an illustration here. I'm going to need, hey, Lewis, would you want to come down here and be part of an illustration for me? All right, thanks, man. I know I'm putting you on the spot, but I appreciate you, brother. So we'll just have some somber little elevator music as you come down. So this wasn't planned. In the first service, I got a volunteer, and they asked if it was planned. And it's like, do you know me at all? Like, of course, nothing's planned, basically. So as he comes down, I just want to, we're going to ask him some questions about his life. Is it okay if I ask you some questions about your life and you'll be open and honest? All right, let's go. That's not a good thing with me, though. If you just want to come over and stand over here, please. There you go. And we're just going to put this in front, and we're going to kind of hopefully reconcile a little bit of this, the judgment of God and the wrathful God, as well as His loving kindness. So we're going to ask some questions about whether you're a good person or not, and to see maybe God's been storing up wrath on your life. And so I thought we'd just go through the 10 Commandments, or not even all of them, just pretty basic, pretty easy. Like, we're not looking through the whole list of all the laws, although that's a lot, and we'll just see if you're a good person or not. Okay, so now the Bible describes a good person as being someone who has never done anything wrong, all right? Well, I know in our minds we think, oh, there's good and bad, and it's kind of 50-50, but you've made your own definition, which is not found anywhere. Like, I can say I'm a 4-year-old, but you look at me like, you're just making up your own definition. That doesn't mean I'm a 4-year-old. So the person who created the world defines how the world is, and so he says, are you a good person or a bad person? Good person, you're fine, you go to heaven, but if you're bad, if you've done one wrong thing, but I'm sure you've been fine. So the first commandment there about no other gods before me. Is there any time in your life that here, let's get your microphone. Is there any time in your life that you've worshiped something other than God, or had something that you really loved more important than God?
Yes.
All right, just speaking to the microphone so they can hear. Not that we need to openly broadcast your sin, but that's basically what we're doing. Okay, he said yes in case you didn't hear. All right, so it's just a little bit of wrath being poured out, no big deal. What about using God's name in vain or foul language? Have you ever sworn and committed blasphemy?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, man. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully, it's just a little bit of wrath right now, so you're fine. Is there a time where you dishonored your parents and didn't honor your father and mother?
Yes.
We are recording this, by the way, so I'm just letting you know after the fact. Has there been a time where you haven't taken a Sabbath rest, like just worked all week long?
Yes.
All right. Have you ever lied?
Yes.
He's about to say no. He's about to say no. If you did, I would pour one in here anyway, just so you know. Okay, yeah. Have you ever had a lustful thought?
Yes.
Have you ever, the Bible talks about murder, and you may not have done that, but Jesus talks about, have you ever hated someone, or maybe you even thought about murdering someone, or just didn't like someone a whole lot? Does it
include your children?
They include your children. Yes. They're here. Yeah. All right. And then have you ever coveted something? Like, is there something that you really wanted that you couldn't have? You're like, man, if I just had that, I'd be happy.
I bought it. Yeah.
You bought it? Okay. Yeah.
I'm not cruising now.
You fully went into it. All right. So here we are. So this is how, and we've only gone through the 10 Commandments. We even do all 10. Like, this is not that much. So this is a lot. So the Bible says God's going to pour out His wrath. Literally pour this. If you could just stand right here, and I'll move the microphone so we don't get this wet. Just
like I'm in the splash zone.
Yes, that's the whole point of this. I'm trying to make a splash zone so nothing gets wet. So we're going to pour this out on you. Now, I'm so glad you bring sleeves. This is fantastic. And you got the shoes that can get wet. This is God's divine plan here. But here's the thing about the Bible. God has this caveat, this out, where it allows substitution. Just like in some senses, like if you were to do something bad and you were to go to jail, then there's often this, basically people can buy you out of jail in a sense for a brief period before they have the trial, right? What's it called? Bail. That's right, yeah. Bail. Not the idol, but yeah, so people can, they post bail, and anyone can do that, right? The world doesn't care who posts the bail. They just want the price so you can go free. So in some instance, God does that as well. So if there's someone who wants to substitute, then we can do a swap. I am going to pour this on him unless someone wants to come and be a substitute for him. Is there anyone who would like to do that? By the way, this is crazy, just so you know. Like, when we're talking about, yeah, you can come on down. Please come on down. Before you raise a hand, this is crazy. Like, we're talking about, you're not willing to get a little water put on you to save someone. How much less are you going to die for someone? Right? Like, that's how much our inconvenience, Kevin, that I'm okay with, but not more. That's wild. It's a good thing that we have someone who loves us. So as he comes down here real quick, If you want to stand here for a second, just right there. There you go. All right, we have our willing sacrifice. Come on, let's give him a round of applause. This is a big deal. Yeah, you better be clapping because you didn't do it. Do you want to? Yeah, that's great. I'm glad you have a good relationship with him. Do you just want to introduce yourself real quick to the church?
I'm Robbie.
All right, Robbie, it's great to have you here. So, Robbie, this looks, hopefully you can dry off pretty quickly. We're going to pour this out on you because of his wrongdoings, right? And you okay with that?
Yeah. That's
crazy, but good on you. I got a question first real quick, though. There's a little bit of a caveat that you have to be a good person to take on him, right? Because if you're a bad person as well, two bads don't make a right. Like, we all know that. So I'm just going to ask you the same questions. Do I have your permission to ask you some questions? Okay, yeah. So have you ever worshipped something else other than God?
Yes.
Okay, well, one's not too bad, maybe. Have you ever dishonored your parents?
Yes.
Okay. Here, we're just going to make sure everyone really can hear the clear. It's not a confession time. It's just, yeah. Is there a time where you didn't rest in the week?
Yes.
Have you ever lied?
Yes.
Man, well, at least you're honest about that. No hesitation. Not that I'm judging between the wrongs or the rights. Have you ever had a lustful thought?
Yes.
Have you ever been angry with someone or thought about murder? Like how he said yes after I said, have you thought about murder? And then finally, like number 10 is thou shalt not, or 9 shalt not covet. Is there anything that I really wanted? And if I just had that, I'd be happy?
Not really, but yeah, sure.
What? This is a big difference. Okay, yeah. So is it yes or no?
I don't really care about anything that I own, but
Okay. All right. Well, you said maybe. So we'll just do like a little drop. There you go. Okay. Perfect. Easy. Okay. So, but we got a problem now. Because now we have 2 pitchers and we have 2 bad guys. No offense. That's not going to work. Is there anyone here who's like, I haven't done any sin? And wants to be, none of you want to be participants anyway, regardless of whether you're sin. So what Jesus does, look, I'm not Jesus, okay? But what Jesus does is he's going to step in that space as a good guy. And he can substitute for the both of you. And this is the gospel, guys. We have this perfect balance of the punishment's been paid for. The wrath of God has been poured out. And at the same time, because of Jesus and the cross, he can offer full compassion and full grace. And we have the 2 perfectly meet. This is what the gospel is all about. That he loves, passionately pursues sinners. But he also justice has to be paid for. And Jesus was willing to step in the gap when none of you were. He was coming into the gap for you. And we have to believe in him to be saved. Maybe you've never thought about that before. I want to give you the opportunity to do that today. You can come to the prayer corner. You can come talk to me beforehand after I change my shirt. And we just want you to know Jesus, that he's got life. Justice and grace can coexist in the hands of God. Let's pray.